a professional monster slayer, a witcher.
Whoa,
She
professional
explores the
monster
world and
slayer.
hunts down monsters
That's
for
her business
coin.
card. Zabjolstrom Master Lee.
And Lulu.
Or they got a big Unreal demo showcasing an engine. No one gives a crap about the text. Well, actually, I do. I really love that stuff. But what everyone cares about, why I wanted you to watch this, because they're showing off gameplay for the first time for Witcher 4. The new game where you play as Ciri.
Really?
So she's front and center. She's older. She's mature. She's now a Witcher. But how did she become that? Right? What's the story?
That's
Where is
right.
it going?
Yes, I know. So that part I really want to see.
And honestly, I have to say, I think the game series gives me more of a high than the whole Netflix show. Like, it feels like I'm in the world. And the storytelling is so good. The acting is so good. To me, it's cinematic. It's better, dare I say, than what Netflix has put together. So I'm curious to see how much better the technology is, and if it makes... Actually, I'm curious to hear what her voice sounds like now. Because I don't know if it's the same actor anymore, right? Actress. So...
Because then, they're growing.
Actually, you know what? I don't even know if her fam is in this game and if it's like the same voice actors. I hope it is. And I hope it's not just flashbacks. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's like you go on adventures again. Because that was the way the third game ended.
Yeah.
I like the ending. It was like the best one. It feels like they were family. You know what I'm saying? Like, All right, let's check this out.
Do it.
By the way, want to see some more cool reactions? Make sure you subscribe.
And if you want some honest, check out my fantasy show, only for my fans.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4. What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher.
Whoa,
She
professional
explores the
monster
world and
slayer.
hunts down monsters for coin.
That's her business card.
The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's why I love games today. It just feels like you're really there.
All right,
Look at that
everyone,
tree.
meet Kelpie.
I know the details.
Details.
Of the fur.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like the Orchid Road, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching over Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
That looks
Wow.
so real. What?
What?
So
Wow.
let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially
Yes.
Kovir with
You can
its
go
dense
anywhere.
forest
That's what's
and wild
amazing.
nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Nanite.
And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still
Wow.
being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same
That
card approach we've been
looks
using for the past
photorealistic.
20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle.
What? Look at that.
And the old LOD tricks of the
It's like
past, they needed a complete
real.
rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render.
That
And
is
these dense
cool.
clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic,
Oh
we
my
created
God, to be
faster
able to
way roll
fly.
the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Siri.
I'm a bird. That is so
That's awesome.
smooth. Not even like, oh my God. No pixelation, no hiccups.
Welcome to VRest. So VRest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm so excited we can finally show you some
I
of
even
this
see
stuff.
horse poop on the
Let's see
ground.
what
That's
VRest has
realistic.
to offer.
All
There's
it's missing
grass,
is the
too.
smell.
Oh. Oh!
What the?
Put their pat there.
Furry rascal will often wait, and a bear's weight grants good fortune.
Why did they? Why? How come they know?
You can always tell a
Guys,
Witcher.
notice how responsive
No one
the
likes
world
them.
is.
That's the problem.
Character actions directly
They're
affect
hated.
what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together. Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper.
Oh.
That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
It's amazing to hear the like surround sound of the village come alive. It's almost overwhelming, all the things that you're hearing.
Okay,
Well, that-
so this is the guy who
realistic,
gave
right?
the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Ah, Witcheress. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. No. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
She's so confident now.
No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
I don't want to hear what
Why
fish
do you
people. You think I want to buy the game because of the fish people?
Dearest.
Maybe if I play the game, I'm gonna go shopping.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in the simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in pillory isn't exciting enough for VRest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus.
Circus. Okay, I did not want to see a circus either.
I want to see
But
her
the great
fight.
I want to see her
Performance
fight.
deserves
The
a
monsters,
huge
right?
crowd,
The
though.
environment.
Let's
to
crank it
me.
down.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business.
Oh, wow. That's
And
300
the
people?
whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. And that's the open world RPG that we are making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic.
I just want to explore the world.
I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
What's that gift?
A first look at Lanexeter.
There's a Manticore. You don't stand a
Onward,
chance
With
against a Witcher.
They did
What
not
the
show any
fuck?
of the
Not
fighting.
bullshit. Tease. I mean, ultimately, it is a demo for technology, right? And they do go over a lot of stuff. I'll kind of explain in layman why this technology is so interesting. Mm-hmm. It's interesting on two fronts, right? So, as someone who's used to make video games, one is that anytime you add a lot of detail to a game, it always slows down. It has to render so much. And if you want to make a world realistic, you had to add a lot of stuff. And you used to have to do it manually, like piece by piece, tree by tree, everything. And even like leaf by leaf, you kind of have to like use, you have to render or use something like speed tree. Now, all that stuff you're seeing there, it's an engine that's like automatically created, like through AI. So it's able to fill it in and render it so fast that you can have like almost
Smooth.
it feels like infinite level of detail, whether you're far away or you're close up, and it's always smooth. And that's the other thing, like the fact that you can fit this on and have like 60 frames a second, where it's just like milky smooth
Yeah.
with 300 people in there.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's why
amazing.
it's
Yeah,
impressive.
because I mean, granted, game developers still have to like set everything up and they have to create all the characters, but to have them, it's almost like AI controlling the town. Once you set it up, it knows like the other characters around, it knows how to interact. That's why they want to show the effing fish people. It's kind of like to indicate there's ways for you to
Like
create
before
this
we
now.
couldn't do this.
You have to like plan
Fast or-
and code everything
Yeah.
to a T to get that specific kind of interaction.
Impressive.
So that's where technology is going. People think it's like, I want to see something more visually amazing. It's not really that. It's really about like, how do we start automating? How do we use technology to create a world where humans don't have to manually design it. Wow. But I'll tell you, she looks great. I
Yes.
love the voice.
Confident.
Yeah, it's very confident because so much of what she was before, at least in the third game, was vulnerable but also angry, like a teenager lashing out at her situation.
There's no
Realize
control.
There's no control. She's much more like in control, and that confidence comes from like, I've been through this enough now. I know how to
the
handle
journey
this.
that she went,
Yeah.
learning, and failed.
Which I think I'm looking forward to, because Geralt is, The Witcher. He's got no soul. He's got no personality. He's like, fight monsters. I'll fight monsters. Tell a joke. I want to hear this joke.
No,
That was a
but I
funny
still
joke.
love him.
She adds a little bit of. She hasn't lost that, so that'd be interesting to understand why that's the case. Because usually, if you go through Witcher training, you lose that whole personality.
Well, I bet you
aspect, emotional
eventually
aspect.
she's gonna lose some of that too.
You think so, huh? It could be. Maybe she hasn't gone through the full training yet. That's the sacrifice. Oh, you know what I feel? I feel like it will be a sad ending for her. Oh. No.
Don't say that.
No, because they still got to make Witcher 5. There's too much much money. It's going to be a trilogy. It'll be through Witcher 6, her end. The sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice as a Witcher.
Ah!
I'm just making stuff up. I have no idea.